Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday night's Messages of Love from Above. And I know I probably say this every Sunday night, but whoosh, time just flies by. And hopefully, everyone had a great weekend. And for those of you on the other side of the world, happy Monday morning to you. and I'm excited to find out what Spirit has for my last night before I have a couple days off where I'm not live. So we'll get into that. But let's go ahead and send love out to the world. If you'd like to join me in doing that, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together to send the love out to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And we just let that love from above flow down into our heart and fill us up and flow out into the world, surrounding the globe, touching every heart, that they may be sparked to higher and higher and higher love vibration, moving from fear into unconditional love, from small t truths to higher truths, that all truth may be seen. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your mind, for your heart, for your body, for a loved one, a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now. So you can just take it in like a plant takes in the sunlight, absorbing it into your being, allowing it to do what it needs to do for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing the space for it too. All right. So, before we get into the readings, as always, I'd just like to everyone know that it's not too late to get into the drawing for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a drawing for at least seven personal recorded readings, and usually every Monday I give away at least one or two. And but I've been giving away a lot during the month of May, and this is like the culmination, the final, Monday that had some May days in it in the previous week. So I'm excited for those giveaways. So if you want to find out how to get into any of the drawings, check out the video there. Every Tuesday, I do put out a video of what I'm giving away the following Monday and what you need to do to get into the drawing and any other giveaway news. Also, happy June, everybody. Can you believe we're in June? But joyous June 2023. This is a link to the playlist for all the not personal, recorded readings. They are for each individual zodiac sign, though. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. And then every week I do put out at least one pick a card reading. And this week's was Where Am I Making a Mistake? And Spirit goes into talking about can we make a mistake before we go into the readings. And so be sure to check those out. So I think that is everything that I have there. So let me get my desktop all set up here and we'll get into the readings tonight here. And if you are new to my channel or to these readings, welcome, first of all, and welcome to this wonderful, wonderful, hilarious, huge hearted soul family. We welcome you here. So if you're looking for a tribe, well, you might have found it if you enjoy a sense of humor, because we definitely have them and we love to laugh. So, and huge, huge love. But how we go through about the you know, uh, free readings. Sorry, I was going, "Hey, everybody!" I'm seeing all the people saying hi. Um, so free readings. We go down in order, first come, first serve, down the chat list. There's no special list. The chat is the list. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. Spirit knows what you're looking for. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange and I prioritize those readings. I step out of the free readings. I dive deeper into those as well. And then once I'm done, I return back and then move down the list. Usually on about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm trying to balance and stay to 2 hours. I get excited and I get drawn in, and then I end up wearing myself out. And of course, Saturday morning, I was almost done 4 hours. And then Spirit, they're very gentle with me. They're just like, so, so I'm going to try to keep it to 2 hours ish. We'll try to get through as many free readings as we can, of course. To make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the pinned comment at the top. I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Square. No set dollar amount on the donations. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country, planet to planet. So, whatever you wish to give is perfect. So, that is what we have. I do have a donation coming through PayPal. So, thank you so much, Love1234, for your donation. So, we will start there and then we will get into the readings. Oops, let me make sure I have that set right. There we go. All right. So I think that is right. I don't think it got rid of any. Okay, good. So, Love1234. Thank you for your donation. And I am using the circular original Rider Waite Tarot. So I like these. So let's take a look here. Hey again. All right. All right. So we do the first part of the question there. Are you going to get it? And then when would you be getting it? That sounds almost dirty. Uh, a position. Well, that sounds even okay. I'm just gonna zip it. Whoa, it's not that kind of channel. All right. Wow. You can tell I get punchy toward the end of the Sunday night. It's after my busy weekend. All right, so we'll do those, and then the number two question. We'll pull cards when we get to that. So let's take a look here. So we've got here. I don't. I with this card here, I feel like it. Um, the high priestess is stepping back and connecting to the high realms and going behind the veil. There's like unknown and unseen things, and I kind of feel like there's a different way that you go here, because I feel like this mystery, like there's she knows something, right? She's just like, you don't want that. Um, and I feel like it's like, that's not for you. There's something else much, much more. Um, I feel like it's much more seen, much more glorious, glorious. They had that. It's glorious and victorious. It just feels something much, much bigger. Something even where you're seen more is what I feel like with this. Let me see what else they gave you here. Okay, yeah. Because they're like that position that we're talking about here. You've got the Nine of Swords, the insomnia and nightmare card, and disappointment and heartbreak. So it's like, no, 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 no. Because they're coming back here to another six, because you've got the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups, and it's something more balanced, something more. It's almost like more. Um, I don't want to say childish, but more adventure like. Something that's not so. I just feel restricted, and it's you have something more fun. If you really get down to it, it's something more fun, more adventure. It feels more like an adventure and excitement instead of going, okay, we're gonna go do this. It just feels much more exciting. So I don't feel like that is for you. That's what is coming in here. I just don't see it here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, well, what have you done? The eyes are watching everyone. So, something more adventurous, something more fun. Yeah, it's a new opportunity. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's something, and more money. So it's better pay. Yeah, and again, it's something that you really can put all your skills to. It's like you got all your skills on the table there, and you're actually able to use things. It's like it really emphasizes your skills, and it shows your abilities. With all that. Another six, power of choice, and this is passion too. It's like doing something you love, and thought of that with the Six of Cups too, with that adventurous and the childlike. It's like almost like a dream that you had, when you were younger. It's like this is what I would love to do. It's almost that kind of feel to it. So I like that for you. All right, and then your second question there. Let's take a look here. Anything else? All right. Um, well, you do have we'll start off with this one because here's the Knight of Cups, movement of emotion, movement. Usually I look at this as the knight in shining armor walking in with romance, that whole knightlyhood stuff to it. Got the King of Wands, so very a lot of passion, a lot of passion. And then you have the Page of Swords, which is new communication, higher communication, also letting go of fears and seeing things from different perspectives. So again, just very, very powerful, cards here. Nothing to definitely be concerned about. We've got all these, movement and newness and exciting energies that are coming in with all these. So I like them. I like it. You know, nothing mysterious with it all. It's like, yeah, it's what I would expect. It's what's been going on here. So I like it. It is definitely coming in here, and I want to pull one of these other cards here. I got this deck. Okay, just had to get those back in there. It's the Lover's Oracle. Ooh, I know, and they're heart shaped too. So let's take a look here and see what comes in here. If you think shuffling is difficult, all right, there it is. Let's see. Whoa, almost lost it off the table here. So beautiful, beautiful card there. And just in case, look at all the roses. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Dun dun dun. So there you go. And scene. All right. So that's what they have for you, love 1, 2, 3, 4. And many, many blessings to you again. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. Hey, Lisa JT, thank you for your donation. And so you want to tell you what Steven's feelings are for you. All right. Let's take a look here and see. What are their feelings? So I did that one and then these two here. Look, LA, what have you started, LA? Everyone's changing their questions. You're such a trendsetter. I love you. I'm just joshing with you. All right. So Lisa JT here. Um, so I like this. I know it doesn't look too nice here, but it is because the Six of Cups here has this it's nostalgia, it's old emotions, old stuff, and they've got a lot of fears, and this is the insomnia and nightmare card, but these are all these thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations around relationship and things, and it all stems from childhood things that just a lot of pain, a lot of bleh, stuff that's just kind of you look at my sound effects that they've brought in way, way before they ever met you. So they want that to, have that, foundation, and you're like, "Great." But I like this because, we've got the 6 of cups bringing in all those old things, but they, definitely want to be victorious and want to transform and move out of that pain, and they're looking here for this empress is new birth, new sensuality. 6 of wands is movement of passion, so feelings, wah wah wah, and I don't feel like emotion yet here, like love and that type of thing, but definitely attraction, which is good. It can start there, and we'll see what these other cards say, but, we want them to be attracted to us and not just love us for our personality, right? "I love you, but do I have to look at you?" We want them to be like, I am really attracted to you and I love you," right? We want the combo. So there is this sensuality here, this birth, new birth, and, positive things with this type of energy here. They just need to get past, those other things there, yeah. And I like this because we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is basically the Empress again. So they're just reinforcing, this nurturing, this sensuality, birthing of things. And the Three of Wands here, they have to take a change of direction to get to head this direction for you. They're, I feel like and I feel like this. I feel like you're just like, "Yeah, I do not want," I feel like you're aware and you've seen when they don't sleep and they are a little cranky and, a little snippety, and, when their triggers go off and you're just like, "Yeah, you need to deal with that stuff, before I get too close," because you don't want all that to come in, and it's like a monkey that throws monkey poo. You want it to learn not to throw poo before you let it in your house, because you're just like, no, that's too much of a mess. You keep that outside till you learn that, and then you can come inside. Yeah. And we have the Knight of Wands. So there is passion, there is movement. I feel like there will be fast movement coming. So it feels like they've been working on themselves then. Maybe they've been going to counseling. Oh yeah, because the devil, they've been working overtime on them. The devil card is Saturn energy, which is shaking and rattling and having them challenge all these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets. So they definitely have been dealing with those things. They've been, whenever the devil card comes up, they aren't just going, "Hey, just by the way," handing it, going, "You might want to work on this." They're like, "Hey, you got here it is. Whoops, sorry. You can't not look at this." And it's like everywhere they turn, they have to face those things. So I feel like they've been going through it, and I feel like with that Knight of Wands, they're making fast progress. So you should start to see them soon. And you probably have been noticing their behavior changing, but it should be pretty quick here that they're going to be opening up more and uh, not fearing opening up their heart. So I like that for you, Lisa JT. That's what they have for you right now. So thank you again so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. And hang in there. All right. So we will go to the top, and I show Cheery. You are the first reading up, and you want guidance to move forward. All right. Let's take a look here and see guidance here. Move it, move it. All right. Wow. Well, you do have the 10 of cups here and the King of Pentacles. Very wonderful cards coming in here. Because this is like emotional fulfillment, and the king is like the outside world and kind of fulfillment. So there's a lot here. And uh, so I feel like there's a lot available to you in your current life right now. But to step forward, to have forward movement, the 10 of cups can mean endings and new beginnings around emotion and how you're looking at, this is like the emotional equivalent of feeling like you're fulfilled with family and whatever makes you emotional fulfillment. But this could be like a reboot and an understanding of what it is you truly want emotionally. And then the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Coins, they bring a wonderful wisdom about, realizing that the outside world um, is unstable. And when we try to define our worth by it, we feel unstable, right? Because we're told to define our self worth by relationships, by situations, by things. And of course, all those things are unstable. People change, people pass away, people walk away, jobs, education, kind of stuff never stays the same. And things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen, all of that out there. Eventually, we realize, is there anything stable out there at all? And we're like, no, only thing we find stable in this dimension is inward and upward, where we find the eternal, of course, unconditional love up above. So, guidance to move forward is you can cut to the chase and go, all the anything I'm chasing or looking for on the outside world, it's going to drop. It's not going to stay consistent. It's not going to fulfill us for very long, if at all. And so we turn inward and upward, and then we stop looking for the outside world to fulfill us. And it just becomes above and beyond extra because we don't expect anything from it. So anything that they give us is above and beyond. So I feel like that's the guidance to move forward is like if you truly want to cut to the chase, then you can realize that the outside world is just a big amusement park. And if you want stability, in here is where you find it. So that is what is coming in, Cherry. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. How do you shuffle round cards? Very carefully. You do it like you just do it like that. You just you just have to um focus on the center of it, and then you just you know it's hard. It's great when you have large hands like I do, because I'm like a giant, so it helps. All right. So many blessings, and let me just make sure here. So LA, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you, Elpedia. And let me just make sure. Yeah. All right. So I just want to make sure you didn't change your question yet. So we'll come back to the original question here. I'm like surprised. What happened? You're so funny. All right. So Elpedia, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to know, does Dr. Saeed, your PhD subject, are they very happy with your research proposal? All right. You hope you finished reading it. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. All right. Yeah. Let me put them in these order because this is how they came out here. Excuse me. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. So they see you working independently here, and they see you here really confident in your abilities. And I like this. This is how they're seeing you, within that. There it goes. Maybe a little. There it is. So they see you here that you're making progress and they like the research proposal. So it's a very positive card. Nine of Pentacles is abundance in the outside world, but without the need of the outside world. It's like independent uh, abundance, and so it's good. It's a good card here. Then you have the Empress, which is new birth and harvest, and it's a very positive card. It's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, but uh, overall, it's a positive card of birthing, and so they like the progression that you have for your research proposal here, and you have the Emperor too. So Emperors is Aries energy. I feel like there's a lot of this positive, very powerful energy that is coming in here. And the Emperor is about, they like how the Emperor has like all these advisors and people giving him advice and blah, 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 blah. And they listen to it, but ultimately then they decide and they make a decision, not caring about what other people are going to say or do or blah, blah, blah. Right. Because they ultimately know I need to make the decision for my kingdom and my life. And I feel like that's what they feel like you've done. Like maybe you've taken a unique approach to something. It just feels like you are. They have this. They're like, all right, I like it. I like it that you're not doing something that I feel like everyone does. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my history project on George Washington." It's like, yawn. I feel like you're doing something unique here, especially with the Empress, um, is the creativity too. So I like this. I like this where it's going here. And you have the Six of Swords, which is um, changing of mindsets from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So I feel like they're finishing reading it, and they will, of course, because this is what they're supposed to do, is to give you some critique, and so just be open to their expertise. And if they're like, maybe you might want to add this or switch this up, I that would be really cool. And just but ultimately, you get to make the decision, but definitely out of anyone, I feel like it's important that you, um, honor their words, of course. They've earned it, and, they know that they know their stuff, so you can learn a lot, of course, through them. So I like this for you. I feel like they have completed it, and they are headed, in that direction. Let me see, anything else? Yeah. We've got the, more thoughts, more changing of mind, but I like the queen coming in here because here again, she's got her hand open, which is being open-minded and allowing things to come in. The Seven of Swords is don't allow your own limiting mindsets and beliefs limit you. Don't let it steal things from you. This is your own thoughts and beliefs. Be open-minded and allow um, yourself to hear things from them as well. So I like it. Let's see here. Will you do? Whoa, nope, those are not yours. Let me see if they'll give me a quick. Will you do that proposal this month? Well, it looks like there's an opportunity here. Here's the communication. Here's that sword again, um, which is about being open-minded to, their suggestions here. So you're hoping for it, but I feel like when they finish reading here, well, and all these swords are, especially the Ace of Swords and all those are about higher education, which is so perfect here. I feel like they're going to. Recommend some edits, which is what it's always a work in progress, but I feel like they're very pleased with it. And I feel like they might recommend like it's going to be like, well, we can do it this month, but I would I would really like to see you just take a little time to edit it and then maybe next month or something like that. I feel like they might suggest just a little bit of delay on it. Um, um, but that's what I feel like they are, because they want it to be good, they want it to be like your best. And I feel like, take their advice, whatever the doc says. All right. So that's what they have for you, Opedias. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So, James, thank you so much for your donation. And you just had a great talk. All right. All right. Way to go. Psh, fist bump. That is great. I like that. So let's take a look here. And how will this go between you? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So I like this. Overall, you have the King of Pentacles. So great card to have. Very, very fulfilling in the outside world, right? The King of Pentacles rules over all the pentacles in that outside. So very positive card there. There's going to be a lot of emotion. There's going to be a lot of different emotions that are popping up. So, just be prepared that you're going to feel a variety of different things all over the place. and some of them have to do with your fears, which is normal, right? But you have two nines here. Let's see if I can get it without glares. There you go. So you have the Nine of Pentacles again, very solid foundation. The nine is, just be aware of your journey that's going on through here. The Nine of Swords is the nightmare insomnia card. Just try to let go of any expectations that you have around the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must, because it's like this is what you're going to bounce back and forth between. When you focus on your fears, you're going to feel this. And when you focus on enjoying and being in the moment and forgetting these, then you experience this where you just feel like life is overflowing. And when the fears start to peek in, you're just like, take a deep breath and release them and change your focus back to this, because every moment is either gratitude or victimhood. So it's like, okay, what I want to focus on. So that's why these emotions are all over the place, and you're feeling a lot of them. But just keep in mind, you've got a wonderful, wonderful overall outcome of King of Pentacles. So it feels very abundant, like king of the world, kind of energy that's coming in there. So I like it. And just try to leave the expectations and the fears behind and just enjoy it and allow yourself just to go in with catching up and not looking for signs of things, whatever. Just really pay attention to what you're saying, what they're saying, and enjoy the moment. I really like that. Let me see if they have anything else here for you too. Whoa, okay. So I throw things all around here. Yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles, so really solid foundation again in the outside world. And you have the Judgment card, your higher self calling you to this, higher place, see things from a higher perspective. So I like it. It's there's nothing, stranger danger coming up or anything like that. I feel like it's a wonderful time again, filled with so much emotion, um, in wonderful ways. If you focus on that, because of course, whatever we focus on is what expands, right? So if we focus on gratitude, then we have this energy of more things to be grateful for come in. If we fear, I hope things go right. I hope this. I hope that. We are actually drawing it in. I sure hope that person with that chainsaw and that weird mask on doesn't come over here. "Hey, I hope you don't come over here." We're inviting him to come over to us, right? So it's like, "Mm-mm, nope, 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 we don't wanna do that," right? So I like this, for you. Very, very positive, um, outcome with that King of Pentacles, so try to relax and enjoy the journey. All right. So that's what they have for you, James. I'm excited. And again, kudos for, uh, I think, did you reach out? Because I feel like that's what you were. Um, I think the last reading we did that they had encouraged you to, you know, step forward with. I think you had the magician card if they're bringing back to my memory. And I like it. So proud of you. I'm proud of you. All right. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, James. I really appreciate your donation. All right. All right, LA. So, LA, you want to know when is E's son coming to Canada? Let's take a look here. All right. So we've got the Empress here, which normally feels springy, maybe more summery energy coming in here because it is harvest, it is new birth, it is the newness, the creativity, and we have a four, three, and then four, peace of mind, rest. I feel like there's a break coming up, and I almost wanted to say spring break, but I know we are like beyond spring break. So maybe it's summer break. Are they in college, or are they having something where they have this vacation planned? And so they're actually planning a break here because they're Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. They're nurturing themselves, and yeah, I don't, I'm not getting anything other than that. So it just feels like they are definitely planning, time, and that they are, they're gonna make it part of like a vacation that they're taking. So that's what's coming in. So hopefully that helps. But definitely, it feels like it's in the works, and they're just making it, part of this, um like a tour of some kind. So I like it. All righty. And that's what they have for you, LA. So many blessings to you. All right, Esther E., you're up next. A general reading for June. What's in store? Absolutely. And then be sure to check out your June monthly too. I put out the playlist here um, for the month of June, and they went into pretty a lot detail. They're almost like 40 minutes long. So they definitely did that here. Wow. So you have some movement that's coming here in the month of June. A lot of it has to do with the mind here, because I mean, both of these are swords, which are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, attitudes, expectations, things like that. And the Six of Swords is, both the six and eights are moving because you have even numbers. There's even numbers along the side, which creates this little smooth river or pipe in the middle. When you get an odd number, it's like there's a big block in the middle. So you have this wonderful movement of old thinking to new thinking, which also results in movement in the outside world, some changes. And you have the Eight of Swords, which is you discovering what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets blinded you and bound you and kept you trapped here. And so the month of June is very mental freeing from expectations and fears of losing, conditional love, or fears of failure, or fears of like rejection of things. And so I really like this movement that's happening here. But be sure to check out your June monthly as well. And if there's a particular area of your life you're wanting to know about, if you know your birth chart, I also put all the planets in the beginning of it that tell you what area of the life the planet rolls over. And so you can, if you know your the zodiac sign for it, check that one out, and it'll give you some insight into that too. So I like that for you, Esther E, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. You're welcome, LA and James. All right, let me just make sure here. I know some people had changed their question here. Okay, so Shirley, you changed your question, so I'll keep that in mind. And Julia, you changed your question. So I think it's just the two of you. Okay, yeah. All right, very good. So Daijona, you want to whatever comes out from spirit. Let's see what they have for you. What else? Okay. All right. So you've got the World card here, which is the last card in the Major Arcana, which is ending of old cycles and beginnings of new. So there is this, transition, this change that's happening. And it feels like it's around love because not the king, the Knight of Cups is the movement of emotion too. So there is this change, there is this movement, there is this exchange of letting old ways of thinking around love go and movement into new ones. And this being the last card in the Major Arcana, it goes into the zero, the full card, which is a whole new journey, a whole new adventure that's free of a lot of expectations and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And here we go. I feel like we got the last couple days or so when we've been pulling cards, I feel like you've been getting things like this, right? Letting go of the expectations and having this new adventure around love. I just feel like um, it's like the same song, just by a different artist. But I like it. I like it for you because it's definitely freeing and it's unlike any kind of relationship or emotional experience you've had before. So I really like it for you, and that's what they got for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. So, up next for the next free reading will be Felicia Fang. Hello, Felicia. And but I do have a couple donations, so I shall return to you. And thank you so much, James, for your additional donation. And so, you want to do you end up dating? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has to say. So you've got a lot of emotions happening. They feel like they're bringing you back to here. Enjoy the moments, enjoy the journey that you have when you're going through there. Um, I feel like they're saying, with all of this, there's kind of like this hidden message because you got the Hermit card, which I feel like this is what you feel you've been in, right? And then you have the death and the rebirth coming in, and then the Hanged Man, which again, there's all this is like a rebirth card, like a cocoon, which is a renewal thing. And I feel like this is what you feel you've been going through, right? You're like, how long does it take a freaking caterpillar to turn into a butterfly? I'm ready, right? So I feel like this is what's coming in here. Um, that this is ending. Your time alone is ending. Let me see what else they have to add in here. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunities in the outside world unfolding. The Four of Wands is celebration, joy, can be partnership. It can also be marriage card. I don't want to get your, hopes up. But there is this here, so there's this new opportunity opening up for that. So I like it. I feel like I want to pull Lover's Oracle card for you. Let's just take a look here. Let's just jump to the chase, right? Wow. So after all this talk of transformation and butterflies and everything, right? Let me just show you this first. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's all PG. I had to adjust some of these cards because some of them aren't. But we've got here this it says trust. It says trust. So trust spirit, James. And it says transformation occurs through acceptance. And once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So I feel like they're saying something like along the lines of go with the flow. Enjoy it, allow it to progress, and um, focus on them, which is that I know that's what you're going to do. But just don't worry about the pressure. Don't worry about, like they're saying, like, don't focus on the outcome. Just focus on what is occurring and unfolding, and not worry about so much. The transformation is going to take care of it. Just trust that um, whatever unfolds for you is for your highest experience. And if you end up with them married and everything in the future, that was for your highest experience. If it doesn't, then something even more amazing is coming your way. But I feel like they're just more saying focus on the now, and allow it to unfold. Enjoy the journey. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, James. I like it. I like it. I like it. I feel like that's a yes, but they're just saying, enjoy the process. Try not to rush. Enjoy the journey, right? So that's what's unfolding there, James. And again, thank you so much for your additional donation. And always victory. You are up next. Hello, hello. So I want to know, are you manifesting a new beginning in love? Will it come in within the next 2 months? All right, let's take a look here and see. Number one, are you manifesting a new beginning in love? Oh, I want that one too. And then, will it come within the next 2 months? All right, 2 and 2. Let's take a look here. Okay. I would say that yes, you are, because here is Page of Cups, new love. So very clear. We like that. The Six of Pentacles, uh, you know, they're saying that, I think we've talked about the Six of Pentacles before in the scales of being giving and receiving, right? Where, it's important to look back over whoever it was that we were trying to overplease when we were 7 years old and younger. If that does this sound familiar? I talk about it a lot, so I feel like sometimes people are like, "Oh no, not again," but it comes up so much, and it's such an important thing for us to go back and look at. Who was it that I felt I had to give 1,000 love coins to get one back? Because when we go back and we look at those, okay, good. So when you go back and look at those, right, you can go, who was it? And then it's consciously editing it, and see yourself going in there and deleting the zeros, bringing it down to one and clicking the save button and allowing it to go under. But it's looking at those things and going, oh, yeah, it was dad, or it was mom, or grandpa, or grandma, or whoever it was that you're like, oh my God, they were never happy. I had to do all this stuff just to get a little penny from them. And now that you are who you are now, you can look at it and go, oh, I see what the little child thought. Oh, this must be good. This must be the great rate. And they're like, no, it's not. And you go in there, go, let me take care of this. You're bringing it into your consciousness, and changing it. And then the inner child goes, oh, great. I don't have to keep score anymore. It's 1 for 1. And you'll see changes. And that's part of this new love coming in, because you are working on that. And that's what's allowing it to come in. No, not that at all. um, what I'm saying is that you for you to manifest and for them to get through the forest shields that are out there, there's this forest, your inner self has this, your little child self has this out of balanced. So it has this, you have to give 1,000 love coins out there to deserve one. And this is in your subconscious. And so your inner child is keeping hash marks going, there's one love coin you've given. And they're like, no, you don't deserve new love yet. You only have 600 love coins you've given. You still have 400 more to go. So new love can't come in because your little inner child has these force fields. But as you bring this up, as you look back, who was it that imbalanced was when you were younger, 7 years old and younger? Then you're like, oh, it's like for me, I know it was my parents, my mom and dad, They're the usual suspects anyway, right? So we're like, "Oh, okay." And then, but when I realized it and I brought that up, I'm like, "Oh, okay." I let go of my judgment of them and going, they were young, they were in their, you know, mid-20s, having children, trying to pay for a house and food and all that. I'm like, "Oh, I understand why they didn't have a whole lot left over for anyone." Uh, so in your mind, you a little edit button appears when you identify who it is, and then you go in and delete those zeros. Instead of 1 to 1,000, you bring it down to 1 to 1, and then you click the save button and it goes in, and that's what yeah, right. Parents are usually the usual suspects because when they're having children, they're usually trying to do everything and they don't have enough time to sleep or anything else. They're just trying to do everything right. So it's like, we let them off the hook, right? We're like, I get it. I don't know how you did it. Yeah. But it's really about letting and editing that. Do this thing in your mind where you picture it like it's a meditation. You see the out of balance scales come up. You go, okay, it was mom and dad that taught me that this was the proper and acceptable rate of love exchange, and it is not. And ding ding, this little edit button, see this little edit button appear in your mind, see yourself clicking that edit button, and it blinks, it takes you into the field where you can hit delete, 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 where it takes the zeros out, and you see it going from 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 100 to 1 to 10 to 1 to 1, and then a save button appears, and in your mind, you click the save button, and then that solidifies it, and it goes back down into your subconscious, which makes your inner child go, "Woohoo!" And, screw these hatch marks. I don't have to keep track anymore. You know, now it's equal. I can receive, and all these force fields come down, and that's when it allows love to come in. So definitely do that. And I feel like you've been doing, like you said, the mantra and opening to receiving, but they want you to do that particular thing there. And then you had also asked, oh, will it be in the next 2 months? Mm, I feel like it has to do here with the balancing, because here's the balancing of the heart and mind. And the king of the not I keep on calling him the king. The knight of pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but it's all dependent upon how you balance your heart and your mind, how you balance these scales. So if you do balance these scales and see yourself as being worthy and adjusting that out of balance scales to where they're balanced, yes. So that's what they're saying here. Otherwise, the Knight of Pentacles keeps it slow moving until we do look at that self-worth. Because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. They're in this quest for looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world. So I like it for you, because I know you're going to do it. Because I know you're going to put it on your list and you're going to do it. So I like that. So good news there. You are very welcome, and I'm excited for you. So many, many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, Miss Honey Like Love. I think you were up next year. Let me just scroll. Just want to make sure I didn't bypass anyone. Nope, you are next. Yay. So, Miss Honey Love, what are D's feelings and intentions for you? Let's take a look here and see. So, we got those two. And what else? All right. So 212. Let's see what we got here. I feel like, did we ask this question? Because I dream a lot about readings. It's crazy, but you think I don't do enough while I'm awake. I even do them while I'm sleeping. But there's this, they're making up their mind here. They're a lot, the Justice card here. Here's the Ace of Swords. You have the Page of Swords. So they have the Ace of Swords here, which is they're trying to see things from a different perspective. They're trying to balance the higher way of thinking and cutting away their fears, because they have a lot of fears and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos around relationship, around interactions with others. They just have so many, and it's way out of balance. And they are, in the process of um, you know, removing fears from their past. And it's a boatload. I mean, this is nothing that you have even done, and it's not you that has initiated any of this. Oh, you have asked before. Okay. So, and I feel like we got something like that before, didn't we? But they are, you know, they just are in this. They've got all of this stuff. I feel like they were just loaded up with all of these expectations. Um, Probably from, I feel like, um, mother, and I feel like they didn't like his parents didn't have a very good marriage, in that, uh, I feel like father was probably someone that wandered a lot, drinking maybe, that was just in their mind was irresponsible, and they saw how their mom was hurt, and they promised they would never be this person, and so they got all these rules, and their mom also imparted all these rules. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling. And it was just like such this huge that just so many, so much burden of and I feel like and then reminding me when my parents split. I think how old was I? I think I was 17, maybe 18. And um I came home late one night and I happen to be named after my father, even though I'm the second child, and she led into me about, as all the stuff of her having been cheated on, all this stuff just blah, came on me, and I was just like, I am not my dad. I told her, I'm like, whoa, I was brave. Probably didn't realize how close my life was to being taken, but but I feel like that's what happened to him too. His mom really poured out a lot of the stuff on him, and so he's got all of this responsibility that he's working through around all of that. Oh, good. I like it that they are working on this though. We've got the high priestess who is connecting higher, going behind the veil, diving deep into the unknown and to the subconscious and stuff. So I feel like that they're working through it. They're either doing it on their own, or maybe they're in therapy. I just feel like they're doing a lot of subconscious and some good deep work and transformation with their shadow. So I do like this here. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of time here with the Temperance card. They are working through it here, but there's the Queen of Wands. So they do have this connection to their emotions and their passion. So there is emotion and passion there for you. Um, it's just a matter of it's gonna just take a little bit of time for them to get past, those things so that they just don't wanna bring all that garbage. Like, I think that's what they say. "I just wanna bring all my garbage in with me," I'm gonna leave my luggage at home. So that's what I feel like they have, you know, um, coming in there. Um And Rhonda, if you don't mind, I'm just going to answer her additional question here since I'm in that energy. I appreciate it. And let's just take a look here and see: are they cheating on you? Let's see what we got here. So I don't feel it with these cards. I'm going to see what these other two cards are here, but we've got they're in their mind a lot and they're nurturing themselves here because this is the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing themselves really in their minds, as well. I mean, this is um, are they an air sign? I don't know, but the kings rule over air, and then the kings are given a second portion, so they're the master of thinking, thinking. They're too much in their heads, but I feel like they're focusing on nurturing themselves here. Yeah, no, I don't see any cheating going on here. We've got this another patience waiting card here. I'm like, "All right, we get it." So you've got 2 about just taking time for the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, but you got the, Wheel of Fortune. So it's spirit saying that, even your human is gonna be happy about the outcome. That, of course, everything that happens in our life happens for us. Just our human sometimes doesn't see it for a while. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's the wheel of the tune of for you, the fortune. And So that means even your human side is going to be happy with how things unfold. So I like it. I like it. It's just they're doing it through a lot of poo poo cock a doo doo. So, and we don't want them to bring that into your house. And like I was talking about earlier, I love that example of if the monkey throws poo, it needs to learn to not throw poo before it comes into your house because we don't want that in our house. So that's what's coming in, Miss Honeylove. So hang in there. They just give them a lot of love, and you have the inner strength, here coming in here too. So just take the time while you're waiting to look at your own self-love, and because the more you focus on your self-love, which that's what the strength card does too, is that's you connecting to your higher self, expanding your self-love. That opens up the pathway between the both of you too, where you can give more love and receive more love because we can never give or receive more love than to the extent we love ourselves. So if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to give, it drips through. No matter how much love they want to give me, it's only going to drip through. But when I focus on my self love, it also expands my ability to give and receive love to the humans. So it's a win win, win win win. All right. So that's what they have for you, Miss Honey Love. So many blessings to you. All right, Rhonda, you're driving right now on the road. All right, and thank you for your donation, Rhonda. So, what does Spirit want for you? Let's take a look here. Yeah, you have a good night too, Miss Honey Love. So let's take a look, and I'll try not to scare you, so you don't like, oh my gosh, steer off the road. Good thing you're just listening, right? All right. So let's see here. What does spirit have for you, and what should you be looking for to know that love is coming towards you? All right, so let's take a look here. What do they want you to know about love? There's a song playing in my head, which they don't do that a whole lot. And it's an old one. Like I think it's even from the mid '80s and '90s. Something about what is it? The one, the baby don't hurt me no more. So that's coming in if that means something for you here. Okay. All right. Wow. So you definitely have love in your cards, literally in your cards here. We'll start off with the first card that came out, which is the Moon card. And so the guidance that they have for you, Rhonda, is, there is it's Mother Luna. So, first of all, it is all about what we talk about so much, right? Mother love, loving yourself, giving yourself the love. In fact, there's 9 people in the chat and 9 likes. This hermity type of energy of turning inward is within these cards here too, which is, diving deep into the unconscious and the subconscious just to see what's down there and what are these beliefs and these things that are there. Because you do have the Knight of Pentacles, which I know slowest moving knight out of them all. So there's this patience. It's like things are slowing down. Things slow down always on purpose for us because this knight is in pursuit of the Ace of Pentacles, which is about, um, seeing your worth in relation to the outside world in a different way. So we definitely have that coming in here. And, whenever we get a patience card around romance and love, it's always all about turning inward and upward and expanding our self love so that we're raising our love vibration and we're not going to do what we've always done and get what we've always gotten from, in the past, because you deserve more than that. And so spirit's like, all right, enough of the lower vibrational individuals. We're going to kind of just slow things down and allow you to have time to raise your love vibration so that you'll draw in individuals and relationships and situations that vibrate more at that higher love. You do have the Two of Pentacles in the outside world, so there is this balancing again of your relation of your worth to the outside world. But I feel like you'll eventually have two choices that will be coming in, um, which is great, right? We go from 0 to 2. But or if you have someone that you're with now, it just feels like that just kind of you realize that's lower vibrational and you have this desire for this new opportunity to open up, and it does. And this is what I was saying about you have love in your cards. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is new love, and the Four of Wands, marriage card, joy, celebration. So you definitely have this in your future. But if you're with someone now, I feel it's lower vibrational. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, how one's lower down here has a lower pentacle and then a higher pentacle. This is the lower vibration to the higher vibration. And they're looking at the lower vibration going, yeah, but I'm just attached to them. And like, yeah, but they're a caterpillar and you're turning into a butterfly. And you don't wanna carry a caterpillar around with you everywhere, and you definitely don't wanna walk as a butterfly because you can flutter and you can go so far and do so much more in your life with another butterfly rather than a caterpillar. And I feel like whatever this lower vibrational relationship is, they can't follow you where you're going. You're gonna, even if they try to keep up with you, they can't. A caterpillar can only go so far, but a butterfly, sometimes they have those, is it the monarchs that have this big um migration, I think from Mexico all the way up into, the United States, I believe. It's like they go hundreds and hundreds of miles, and a caterpillar would be like, ugh, there's no way, I'll be dead by a mile. So I just feel like this is what is coming in here. And so, you definitely have love coming into your life here. Um, the It's higher vibrational, and I feel like right now with that Knight of Pentacles, it is time still just to continue to look into your subconscious and unconscious, and what are the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that can be let go, that no longer serve, and the emotions that no longer serve. I know you're like, I've been doing it for a year or more, and intensely. You've been doing it for a lot longer than that, but it's like you've been in this intensive for like a year, at least, and it's like, yeah, it's just um, some people did a real number on your inner child of belief in what you are worthy of receiving, and you've done so much to get rid of so much of it. And there's just a little bit more that will bring you up, because the Ace of Cups is about self-love too, to where you get to this point where you just allow the love from above to come in and fill you up and you overflow, just changes your whole world. So I like it for you, Rhonda. And that is what they have for you. So that is what is coming down. Again, thank you so much for your donation and enjoy your drive and your wonderful evening. And much love to you, my friend. All right. And I do have another donation that came through through PayPal. Yeah, I know, right? It's worth the wait, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait, it's worth the wait. All right. All right. So love 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much for your additional donation there. All right. And let's take a look here and see what is this going to look like. Let me just pull some cards here and we'll see what we have. All right. Just going to see one here. All right. That's a lot of cards. Let's see what we got here, though. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, well, they just wanted to just really bring this home. So we've got the lover's card here. Okay. And then we've got you've got both the 9 of wands and the 7 of wands. A lot of passion coming in here. I think we asked something and we got similar cards here because there is this, the 7 and the 9s can be conflicting, energy, but I feel like it's, yeah, because we talked about the grr, the kind of energy there. So I see that coming in there. We also have the magician card, a lot of fiery um, passion and initiation. And you got the Emperor card too, Aries energy taking not command, but there's this new energy, making decision, implementation. Both of these are very masculine, fiery types of energies coming in here. So if we, you know, with all these ones, these are like within the suit, these are major arcana, major passion. So a lot of passion for sure. My goodness. And then we do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is sensuality, uh, new birth. So be careful if you are not wanting children. Like, whoa, very, very careful. But yeah, because it's new birth, this nurturing, wonderful. It just feels very nurturing there. And we have the Knight of yeah, it's up to you on that one. But the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slowest moving night, but I feel like with all of this fire and everything, it's saying like, okay, there's this feeling of, oh, it feels like it's been forever, and there's this, the wait is over, but it is the pursuit of um, because all the knights have a quest, and that knight is questing of looking at their self-worth and relationship to the outside world in a different way. And with the Queen of Pentacles, oh yeah, I see now. So the queen, she she's the one in the kingdom that says, you know what, I would really love to have this Ace of Pentacles. Do I have a champion to find it for me? Dun, 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 dun. And they're like, I shall do it for you, my queen. So there is this very much this energy here of aiming to please and really being what is the word where it's not present, it's like being present, but really paying attention to what someone's wanting, what someone's saying. Really, I can't think of the word right now, but it's almost like a servant. Attentive, yes. Boom, ding, 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 ding. There you go. That is it. That is the word. So that is it, and that is what your answer is. So I like it for you here. And then, of course, this other card just came flying out of the deck, which I will show you here. as well. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment. So drop the mic, boom. Yes, that was him towards you because you are the queen. Um, and yeah, so I like it. And there we go. Boom, boom, boom. It got a little warm in here. All right. So that's what they have for you. Love 1, 2, 3, 4. And thank you for your additional donation. Lovey, I have not completed yours yet. So you did not miss it. All right. All right. So I think here, where are you? Oh, yeah, you're about maybe 8 or 9 or 10 more away, I believe, Lovey. All right, so Felicia, we are to you. Back to the free readings. And let's see here. When are you going to move to the new city? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. And thank you, as always, for the reminder, too. Thank you guys so much for all of you that have given the video a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you for doing that. It's something that you can do that's absolutely free. And it does help you be part of the love tsunami. So I like it. Wow. So moving, yeah, you've got the slowest moving night and then also the fastest moving. This is movement and victory and power of choice card. So there's kind of like there's this, well, it can be fast or it can be slow, and I feel it comes down to your power of choice here. So you definitely have a little bit of a wait, but then I feel like it's gonna move very, very fast, and the more you focus on, like we always talk about energies, right? The more we focus on what we're grateful for, then, things will come in, and you can use, kind of gratitude statements, "Thank you for bringing the perfect move in the perfect time. I'm so grateful that, everything unfolds for me, and I'm just," when we're grateful for things, then we tell the universe, I really enjoy being grateful for things. So if you want to bring me more things to be grateful for, I would really love that. Rather than, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do something or whatever, then of course we push it further away, which all this. So, but I love it for you. So I feel like it's going to be, it's definitely happening because you got two movement, um, cards. One is all about the power of choice and what stories and emotions and energy we're investing in. And the other is like, it will happen. Um, and if you don't, like in your current energies, if you don't change and things, I feel like it's going to take a little bit, but you can also ramp it up and start changing your affirmations and your what you're grateful for, focusing on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, and not, these fears. We can't fool spirit. We can pretend, and this is for everyone. I'm not saying this is you, Felicia. We can pretend. I am so excited and grateful for this, and spirit goes, well, but you're worried about that, and you're like, oh no, you busted me, and it's like because our energy speaks. It's not. We can't fake it. It's really intentionally going, I am grateful. I am, and really making it that way. So that's what's coming in, Felicia. So many, many blessings for you. And I'm excited for your move. Slowest moving. Yeah. There you go. There you go. All right. So up next is Johanna. Hello, hello. You'd like a general read? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you do have the Hanged Man here, which is there is this transformation, there is this delay. You maybe have been feeling like things have been taking a while. It's okay because it's happening on purpose. It's being um, slowed down so that you can focus on really mastering where you're investing your energy. The Two of Wands tells us that every moment we either are focusing on gratitude or we're focusing on our victimhood. And whichever one we're focusing on, we are expanding it. When we focus on anything that we feel like a victim to, then we're telling the universe, I really enjoy feeling like a victim. Can you bring me more things into my life where I feel like a victim? They're like, gotcha. Or we focus on gratitude and then we have more things to come in. So I feel like there's this transformation that's going on right now. And it's like, where am I focusing my energy? Where can I change it? And I usually talk about whenever I need to change my energy or change my habit of what I'm focusing on, I just set a silent vibrating alarm on my phone for every hour or every half hour that I'm awake to come back because I get sucked into that and then I need to bring myself back. Or I want to bring myself back. I don't need to because there's nothing wrong with feeling all of those lower vibrational energies. But when I am sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and all that stuff, then I'm ready for the change. And it brings me back and it brings me back to where I don't need it as much. And I lower the alarm to where this is my focus and then I don't need the alarm anymore. So that's what they have for you, Johanna. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And oh, there we are. So Sagittarius 21. I bet you enjoyed your full moon and are probably still enjoying that full moon because the moon is still in Sagittarius today. And the general here. Excuse me. So we've got some choices to make here. So Spirit is saying that you're kind of at a crossroads here, making decisions. What is my dream? I feel like the mind tells you that well, this is what your dream come true should be, because it's something that you've been fed all your life. So you have this, but when you're waking up in the morning going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. It's not your dream. That's someone else's dream. Right. And so they're asking you to close your eyes and open your heart and really, connect here to your high heart to see what is it that really is your dream come true. The 9 of Cups has you kind of step back into your own emotions, connect to your high heart, and go, what would it be that would make my heart sing? How would I uniquely want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world? What is it? And that's your passion, that's your life purpose. And when you do that, you wake up early before the alarm even goes off instead of hitting the snooze alarm 10 times, right? So I feel like this is what Spirit is wanting you to know is like just reevaluate what you feel your dream come true is because there can be an alteration there. So that is what is coming in. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And always victory. I don't think this is the question we asked, was it? No. So you want to know here, will you be given another chance this month? All right. Let's take a look here. So we've got here, I feel like there's a yes is a possibility because we've got here the 7 of swords, which is if you look at what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have thieved from you and stolen from you, deceived you, and also walking away from emotions that no longer serve you, or a relationship, whatever it may be. It's definitely an emotion that you're leaving behind, and maybe a person too. But it's like maybe it's someone that deceived you. Maybe these emotions, all tie in here with this individual, but you're walking away to the 9 of Cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. So you do have the ability to have another chance around something this month. It just takes you really look at your thinking around the situation, leave some thoughts behind, leave some emotions behind, and you can. So I like that energy that comes in there. So that's what they have for you. Always victory. So many blessings to you. All right, Aldona, you are up next for the free reading, and I am doing great. I hope you're doing great. And you want to ask for guidance from spirits. All right, well, I guess these are it. Oh, all right. So that is what you were asking. All right. So you do have movement coming up here. So if you're wondering, should I take action on it or not, absolutely, this is taking action. You have both swords, which is change of thought and mind and belief. The Knight of Swords is movement of thought, and the Six of Swords is movement of thought from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, leaving behind the choppy waters, moving into the smoother waters. So it is, looking at things from a higher perspective, cut away the fears, but there is this movement. There is, whatever it is that you were hesitant on to move forward or not, they're like, yeah, just drop the fears and you're able to move forward with it. So definitely um, taking action is supported with those cards. So that's what's coming through, Aldona. So many blessings to you. I like it. I like it. All right. Mia Mia, you are up. I am doing great. So you want to know if Andre will come back for reconciliation with you in a romantic way and whatever else they want you to know. Let's take a look here. Okay. You know, we've got this. I know I shouldn't sigh like that. I'm sorry. But that's spirit, it's not me. It's like spirit going, you know, we have the power of choice card that's here, which is, you know, you could, there, it could be romantic, it could reconcile, but they're like, "But it's such a burden. Why do you want to take them back? It is such a burden." And they're like, "We have a new love to offer you. Here's the 3 cups down here," which, Andre is one of these cups, which these were never fulfilling. They were overburdening. You gave and you gave and you gave. You got hardly anything back. You were the one that was like, "No, no, let me get those for you. I'll carry that." You know, and they're just walking along carrying a stick, and you're carrying all that, right? And that's what they're showing because it's like the power of choice. We can keep doing what we've always done and getting what we've always gotten, and that's where the sigh was. They're just like, "Why? Why do you want that? Why do you want that back?" Because it's just boring like the rest of 'em. I mean, they are bored in the gourd looking at those, but this new love, as you raise your love vibration, you're gonna get a love in that's so much more than them. So I just feel like this is what they have for you. I like that sigh. So hang in there. You have something so beautiful coming your way if you wanna wait for it. It'll eventually come to you. It's just, do you wanna have, it to take longer? Because if you stay in the lower vibration and go back into that, that just pushes off the timing of when you meet this higher vibration individual who's so much more in alignment for you. Alright, so that's what's coming in. So many, many blessings, Mia Mia. Alright. So it looks like the chat disconnected and has reconnected. So hopefully it recorded everything. All right. And Aliza, you are up next. Blessings to you too. I'm going to take a sip here. um, you're so funny. May I know the current situation of R with A? Thank you. hmm hmm the same old, same old. We got the Five of Pentacles, the abandonment feeling, the left out in the cold, the feelings of lack, abandonment. I think I said lack already. Left behind, and then we have the Seven, which is fiery passion, defensiveness as well. But you know, when I come into this chat about 5 minutes early just to make sure it's all running. And sometimes my eye catches one, and I caught your question, and I was shuffling these heart cards here, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And the twin flame card came out for them. Yeah. So it was this, let me see what the picture on the front is. Yeah, it even looks like they don't look very happy even though they're twin flames. So I just feel like, and it's like passion ignites, and I feel like very, you know, it's like twin flamey energy, right? Because they keep on having this battles, right? And we talk about the twin flames, how it's not all it's cracked up to be. People are like, "Oh, I want to meet my twin flame." And I'm like, "Oh, soul partner, yeah." But a twin flame is like taking a master's class, and you have to really it's so much shadow work. It's extreme, and you can't get away from each other. And I feel like that's what's happening is they can't get away from each other because they've got this draw. And even though they're in like this Jean-Claude Van Damme blood sport battling, they still they get drawn back together. They get drawn back, and they were showing me, I don't know if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, but there's when Gandalf the wizard and they're in the lower, I think it was the caves, and there was that big fiery monster, and he did the "You shall not pass" and did this, um, and the bridge collapsed, and that the creature fell down, and he turned around and he's walking away, but then there's this little fiery thing from him that wraps around him and takes him with him. And that's what I pictured when I saw the twin flames too, is I'm like, oh, they one tries to get away and it grabs him back, and the other one gets away and they grab him back. So that's what I feel is like their current situation. They just can't get away from one another. Even how hard they try, it's like they're destined to, be sucked back into that. So that's Elisa. That's what they have for you. So I know, I know. What are you gonna do, right? So many, many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. So green spell, you are up next. So anything you need to know, let's take a look here. All right. And hey, Michelle, good to see you. I have some good news for you, so don't go anywhere. I know. Ominous, huh? All right, look at Greenspell. Look at you with your new opportunities opening up in the outside world here. Abundance, opportunity, and the Wheel of Fortune coming your way too. So whatever this new opportunity that's coming your way, wow, your human side even feels it's wonderful what's unfolding because everything always is for us, but that Wheel of Fortune says even your human is like, woohoo. So I like this. You have an ending and a beginning coming, this new opportunity that opens up. And so you're going to be happy with it. Whatever comes to a conclusion opens up a great opportunity that is very beneficial for you. So just know that it's good. It's good, good, good. That's coming your way. So easy breezy, fast and easy. They have here for you. All right. So, Michelle Lezier, um, I just wanted to make sure you were aware that back on May 8th, when I had one of my drawings, you actually did win a 30-minute personal recorded reading. So be sure, and then actually, I will post it here in the chat here. It's also in the description box of the video, I believe. But here's the giveaway playlist. So just look at May 8th's announcements of the winner, and it'll tell you how you can get your free 30-minute personal recorded reading. All right. So there you go. What a nice surprise. Um, and then everything is going well with me, and you'd like a general reading. Absolutely. So let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know right now? Oh my gosh. I just put that back in, and here comes more opportunities. So, you do have the Page of Pentacles, which is about new opportunities opening up in your outside world. A nice feeling of abundance. We've got the King of Swords here, which this could be I feel like this is a like an air sign that's coming across your path that is helping you with this new opportunity. Because the king rules over air and thought and belief and mindset, but all the kings are given a second portion of air. So they're not only rule over air, they're masters of air, which is really brings in this master communicator, air signee, intelligent, higher education, maybe even a professor, if that makes sense. But it's definitely someone who's very intellectual that gives you some great advice and actually I feel helps you with this new opportunity opening up. They really guide you to it, help you with it, maybe even initiate it. But I like it for you. So this definitely is a positive thing that's coming your way. So if there is this, um, type of situation, just know that it's in the cards and it's good for you. So I like that for you, Michelle Yzure. So many blessings to you. All right. So lovely, lovey, you are up next. And anything of importance which comes from you. Oh, okay. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. Anything of importance. What do they want you to know? All right. Well, you do have some decisions coming up here. You've got of course, the 2 of swords standing in a pathway, and your mind is telling you one thing, but they're saying, "Close your eyes to open your heart. Trust your heart and your instincts here," because you've got the Justice card too, which here's the Ace of Swords, seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away any thoughts and fears, that are rooted in, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing conditional love, and just realize, that there's this whole world of emotion behind you here with information and with guidance. But just close your eyes and I know I'm an air sign, right? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna get out of my head and get into my heart. And then you get a ton of information. And if there's a decision that's being difficult to be made, it won't be difficult once you close your eyes and open your heart. You're gonna be like, okay, it's obvious to me now. So I like that. Get out of your head and into your heart, which I like. And that's what they have for you, Princess, not Princess, Pinky. That's where I'm going next. Princess, Queen, Lovely, Lovey. So there you go. All right. So, Princess Pinky, you are up next here. All right. So, can you go ahead with the Aquarius? Let's see here. Is it in your best interest, highest experience to go forward with the Aquarius? Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands here, which is, I'm going to pull a clarifier here for me because Ace of Wands, it's action, but it feels like it's new passion, and here's new love being offered to you. So I almost feel like there's something better coming your way, and this is I'm taking liberties and pulling an additional card here. That didn't help me any. It just basically tells me that you have the Wheel of Fortune and the scales are balancing here. Okay, so that helps me because you had the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, and they're basically saying, whatever unfolds for you. I go, I know, but we'd like to know. So it's like just trusting that whatever unfolds is going to be for your highest good. Um, because even if we make a choice that's not for our highest experience, it's going to blow up and we're going to get back on track to what's for our highest experience anyway. But we've had the 6 of Pentacles, which I'm like, well, that's abundance, that's overflowing, that's the scales. But then I got the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups tells me a third party, that there's someone else that comes in here. So I would with these cards, I just feel like there is a new passion that comes, someone who, I just feel like the Aquarian is going to be like one of the other kind of loves that we've had before, but there's a new love that's being offered to you. So that's what I feel is coming in here. And I feel like the cards we've pulled on them on what are their thoughts for you? It's like, oh, they're all up in their mind. Okay. What are their emotions up going to come out? Well, eventually. But I just feel like it's like waiting around for that person. You want someone that, um, is equally like that. That's what they're saying. The Six of Pentacles is someone who gives and receives equally with you, not someone who withholds, right? And so I feel like this other, the Ace of Wands, the new passion, this new love that comes in, is more in alignment with your heart. So that's what's coming in, Princess Pinky. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. You're welcome, lovey. All right. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not skipping anyone, and I've seen some things that some people said. Uh, all the eyes. Oh my gosh. All right. So Shirley Maydor, and I know you were one of the ones that changed your question. And let me see here. Oh, but either question is okay. You're funny. So, yes, what will be coming in towards you from the person on your heart and mind, but you're also seeing a guy you like tomorrow. And what is he bringing? So it's like either one. Okay, so let's just take a look here. We'll just bundle it all together and just see what does spirit wants you to know about your heart and your mind. Is it this the person on your heart, or is it this other person? Which one is for your highest experience, right? Well, I feel like you have we have the Wheel of Fortune, which great, I like what they're doing to us today. They're saying, well, whatever unfolds for you is for your highest good. I know, but we like to know information. But I like the reiteration because it is comforting to know that even if our human doesn't get it at the moment, we know that whatever unfolds is always for us in either case. But I feel like here with this Page of Swords, new communication, newness. So I feel like the person that's on your heart and mind is not, it won't bring you as much as the person that you're going to that you're going to see tomorrow. I feel like they bring in communication, they bring in um, new ways of looking at things, and I feel like this new one, that you're gonna see tomorrow, that they kinda put your a lot of your f they help you put fears at ease. They help cut away some of these fears of rejection, these fears of losing love, of, that kind of energies. I just feel like they are like, wow, you're honest and you communicate, and I don't have to guess. They just are like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, blah," and you're just like, What is this? This is communication? I don't have to, like, try to figure out what you're thinking. You're telling me what you're thinking? Wow, this is new. I like it for you." So that's what I feel is coming through for you, Shirley. So, uh, I'd like him for you. So many blessings to you. Oh, it is the same person? Oh, well, good. Well, good. So he was the one on your heart and mind. Um, yeah, super blunt, super honest. Well, I like that for you. For some reason, I thought who was on your heart and mind had to do with some doctor. I don't know why, but that's definitely not the one. It's the one that I just feel like maybe that's the one that's really on your heart and mind, in the back of your mind, in the subconscious where I'm digging around in, right? Underneath the surface. But I do like them better for you anyway, so that's good. All right. Very, very good. Let's take a look here. All right. And then Julia, you are up next, and you deleted your other question, so I don't even see that one. So you want to see here. What do you need to know for the month of June? And of course, be sure to check out your monthly reading for each individual zodiac sign. There's a ton of information there. And we've got here coming in a wonderful harvest of slowness. So this Knight of Pentacles, things are moving slow, but there is this Page of Swords here, which it's going slow here because there is some important fears to face and some things to see from a different perspective, which I like. There's this you know, it's just always it's funny because your guides are always hilarious anyway, but your guides are going, yeah, we just don't want you um we want to give you time to think about what you're going to say before you open your mouth and insert your foot. So we're giving you this time to think through some things so that you can um, rethink of how you would communicate this, and then it's going to be different and it's going to be better for you. They're like, we don't want you to have to eat a crow sandwich. So that's what we're going to have. Things are going slow in June so that you can get your communication together. Could it be about a Leo, maybe? Since this came flying out? Maybe, maybe. Yeah, can't have a reading without Leo showing up. Um, See, this is your guides. This is your guides, Julia. So I like it. They're just saying for the month of June, it's a good thing to cut away fears of your own, slice away fears, see things from a higher perspective. It's new communication, and so it's clearing up communication and clearing up how you want to communicate, what you want to say, and I like it. So that's what's coming in for you. Your guides crack me up. I'm just gonna close my blinds here. All right, there we go. So that's what they have for you, Julia. Julia. So many blessings to you. Okay. Wow, Shirley. I mean, gosh, leave something for someone else. They're all mine. It's like when you go to a Thanksgiving dinner and they have all the rolls and you just lick them so that no one will get them. Like, these are mine. All right. So that is what they have there for you. All right. Let me see where we left off here. All right. Okay. I get there. We get there. We get there. We did that one. Did that one. All right. So Christina Lowe, you'll be my next free reading coming up here. But I do have a donation. Aliza, thank you. Thank you. You don't have to apologize. Uh, so curiosity. Are they really destined to be together despite all the things we've seen so far? Yeah. Yeah. It was like their energy constantly changes, right? It's like, because I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, we get cards coming through where they're like, yeah, they're ending. And that's when they're walking away. And then the hook comes in and they get back. And then, nope, they're breaking up. And that's like, they think they are, and that's the energies, right? It's like this ebb and flow and ebb and flow. And that's the thing about futures and energies is things change. We're in a constant flux too. So, our human side wants to know as much as we can so that we feel safe and in control, but truly the only thing we can guarantee is our own choice of our thoughts, our emotions, and our energy. Everything out there, unstable, right? But let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know here. Let's see. Oh, they just crack me up. And we had gotten the twin flames card. So I'm gonna put that one over there because I do want to pull another one of those. But so the tarot that came out, and let me just put it in the order they came out here. Because this one, the nine of the coins is them finding their worth in the hermit mode in relationship to themselves, aside. And then we've got here comes their, the tower card, which is all this storm, them getting blasted out, and then passion kicks back in, and it's like, but here I come back, you know. And it just feels like they're in this loop that um it's almost like literally it'll be death till death do they part. I don't know, are they married? Yeah, here it is again. I'm gonna pull another lover's oracle here, and let me just see if they'll give us any other clarity. No, that's not it there. Let me I feel like I need to shuffle these. Shuffling heart cards. This is how you shuffle heart cards, Cherry, if you're there. You shuffle on the corner, and then you're able to put them all together. Ooh. If you're still here. Since you asked about the circle cards, I just had to share about the heart cards. It's all about the hidden secrets, right? Yeah, this is the same card. It came out again. So this must be it. Let me see what's on the front here. Oh, yeah. So we've got here's that little, again, they don't look very pleased, but it says here, and I'm just going to, oh, well, yeah, and this, see if are you going to focus for the sake of history? There we go. And then I'll read it. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Twin flame energy. Because, I when I talk about twin flames, and if you ever check out the video about messages from your soulmate, soul partner, or twin flame, it even talks about it that a twin flame is like one of those mirrors. If you ever have like those makeup mirrors that you turn around and like you're like this close and you can see your pores and everything, that's like what a twin flame is too. It's like they make you see your stuff. You can't see beyond it. It's like, here it is, and they force you. It's like you tie you to a chair and put, toothpicks in your eyes, so you have to keep them open. They're like, you are looking at your stuff whether you want it or not. And so it just feels like they have this bond here. So if you are interested in them, don't just it's it you don't want to be in the firestorm, because even if they left them and they ended up with you, um you'd always wonder, and they would always come across each other's path. They can't help it. They're always going to be coming across each other's path. So it's best just to, you know, and let that energy go, and just, you deserve more. You deserve more than that, if that's the interest that's there. Um karma is very different from with what spirit's talking about. This realize it's twin flame. They've chosen to work through things and to be their master's class professor that beats them and yells at each other, and yeah. Well, Eliza, what's great is that you can turn in your deputy's badge, and you can say, you know what, I'm not in charge. And I can just give that back to the creator and go, you know what, you don't need help with what's going on with them. You know what's best, and they are choosing it. And I don't have to solve that. I get to use my energy to go enjoy my life, and you don't have to invest it. Yeah, because you get to go in a different direction. You're like, you know what? I'm headed that way. So that is what is coming in, Eliza. And yeah, there's so much. I just, and I think they've said that before too. It's like, it's not worth the effort. It's not worth it unless you want to, experience that roller coaster ride, you know, more power to you. There's never any wrong choice. It's just experience, right? And it's like if that's what you want to experience, you can, but that's not what your spirit team wants for you. They're like, but you have this opportunity for much higher experience. But if you want to experience the, the 10-story drop, ride where you just are here and all of a sudden it just drops out. And they're like, if you want that, go ahead, but we have this other ride we want you to ride. So trust your spirit guides. That's what we learn, and I learned the hard way. But so I am never a judge of anyone. I'm like, it only took me 5 relationships to realize, oh, you guys were all showing me the same thing that I wanted to see, and now I see it. So, but so that's what they have for you, Lisa. So many blessings to you. All right, let's continue looking down the list here to see where did I leave off here. There we are. So, Christina Lowe, hello, hello. Any messages from spirit or higher self or future self? All right. Okay. So you do have this opportunity that is headed your way here, and what I like about it is that um, with the Emperor card here, it's Aries energy, which is also new beginnings. I feel like you initiate some of this um, by power of choice, but I feel like when this shows up before, you wouldn't have felt capable or worthy of, or like you wouldn't have had the courage and the bravery to go forward because you had fears about um going this direction, because the emperor, of course they are surrounded by a bunch of advisors telling them what they should do and need to do and have to do and not do and must do and blah 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 blah, and they thank you, everyone step out of the throne room, and then you're making the decision going, I know that people may not think that this is the best thing for me, but it's what I want and I'm going to do it, and I like it because it's you stepping into your strength and you're stepping forward here. So whatever this is that's coming up, they're saying, do it. Don't be afraid. You are definitely it's for you and it's abundant for you. So people are gonna you're never gonna please anyone all the time anyway, and it's your life. People get over it, and if they don't need to be in your life, right? So that's what's coming through. So many blessings to you, Christina. All right. And I am doing well. I see your follow-up comment there, and I hope you are doing well as well. All right. So Megs, love reading. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Wow. Boom, boom, boom. You've got a wonderful, wonderful, whatever this is coming here. 3 of Cups, joy, celebration, gatherings, sun card, victory, beautiful, light shining everywhere. So there is this joyous occasion coming up. And I feel like with the 3 of Cups, this is like a gathering of special people, like your soul tribe, like you're really being drawn together for each other. And I like what they're saying here. An important thing to know is that when you are being called, when these other individuals are being called into your life, don't downplay that they are also looking for you and that they are desiring you to be in the little trio of this little gathering of individuals, like it's like 3 best friends that they've been looking for, someone that gets them and that you have a lot to offer. And I like it because I just feel like you find them and it's joyful and it's feels open and just bright. It just brings in this brightness. Very Leo energy, very child like adventure and openness. And it just feels really good for you. And I feel like this is an important time to have that in your life. So that's what's coming in for you, Megs. I am happy for you for all of that, for sure. All right, and we answered those. Ah, all right, very good. The dogs and you moved. Boom, boom. Perfect. All right. Oh, Eliza, you don't have to apologize at all. All right, so Alice, hello, hello. You want to have a message from your angels and spirit guides? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what do they have here for you. All right, yeah, definitely. Message from your angels and spirit guides. It's them calling you to this higher place. I like this here for you. It feels like they are urging you with this movement. You have the Six of Swords, which is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. But I feel like there's this, it results in movement in the outside world too. So there is this movement that they're encouraging you and they're calling you forward. It's almost like they're over here and they're like, let me see if I can do it without a glare, like, "Doo, doo, 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 come this way," and they're like guiding you in this direction here. So um, definitely, if you're feeling like you're needing move location or job or friendships or even partnerships, whatever it may be, it's like they're saying, "Yeah, we're guiding you to this higher place because you've outgrown wherever you've been, and it's time to move into this higher place. It's time to see things from a different, direction and to go." And to have this movement. It starts with changing mindset, but it makes it out into the physical world too. So that's what I feel is coming in for you, Alice. So many blessings to you. And Mars. Let's see, so you retracted that one. Here we go. So the masculine's energy on moving, living with you as you are soon. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see what their energy is. All right. Well, it doesn't looks good here. We've got the Page of Pentacles, new opportunity coming in, right? We got the Victory card. That's always good to see. And the Page of Swords. So new communication, new ways of looking at things from a different perspective. So there is all this newness in here. There isn't a whole lot of conflict. I just feel like it feels like you know, a good movement of energy, the Six of Wands, and in addition to being victory and being seen, it's this wonderful three wands on each side. It's a wonderful flow of energy. So it feels like it's very compatible with the cards that are coming in here. So I like it for you, Mars. I don't have any um as I've been calling it, stranger danger messages coming in there. So um that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay. Let me just look through here. All right. Hey, Lizzie. I think you do ask a question further down here. So we did those. We did those. Yeah, there you are. All right. So you want to know, how does A feel about you right now? All right. Let's take a look here and see what they have here. Well, so we've got, of course, there's passion and new passion here. So there's definitely like there's this attraction that's there, but the Eight of Swords is what is keeping them from acting on it. They're working through things. At least the Eight of Swords is their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are making them feel blinded and bound and restricted, and the 8 is flowing, so there is flowing of thought. They're working through things, but I just feel like that's overpowering the passion right now. So they're really in their heads because these are fears around things that are keeping them from acting on any of that there. So that's kind of energy that's coming in with them right now, Lizzie. So that is what they have for now for you. So many blessings to you. I know, who knows when it'll, when they're all in here, it's like it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. When are you gonna do something about it? But that's what's going on. All right. Hey, Ms. P. Let me see. Where are we at here? Are we getting close to the bottom? Actually, we are getting pretty close to the bottom here. I know this is my last night too, so I might stand a little longer. I feel like I don't have a ton more to go, but we'll see. We'll try to get through them all. But I do have a donation, so thank you so much. Always victory. And you want to know, will your new idea bring you the breakthrough you need to move forward? All right, let's take a look here. All right, 221. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, we do have the Six of Wands, which is a victory card here, and the King of Wands, which is really standing in your power here. The Ace of Wands, with the King with the Ace of Wands, really, and I love that the Salamander protects you from risk too. But stepping into the power and knowing where you invest your energy is an important thing here too. Yeah, yeah, and we come down here to a breakthrough. I mean, here's you standing in here, with your um, at the crossroads, right? Am I going to follow my thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that keep me trapped, or am I going to choose joy and celebration and your balanced energy, right? Coming in here. And so it definitely, the idea that you have here, can bring you victory. I feel like all this fire and wands energy over here on this side is, if when you close your eyes and open your heart and get out of your mind with the fears and all that stuff we talk about, supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, there's this wonderful passion that comes in. So if you are closing your eyes and this idea that you feel it, if you feel your idea came from your heart and not from, supposed to be, should be, and da da da, and you feel like it was inspired, definitely, all of these cards are showing that it will be beneficial for you. Yeah. I do too. I feel like that's why they gave me the word inspired. It's like, oh, it didn't like, "Arr, I gotta let's get it out of my brain. Let me squeeze my brain and get it out of there." Uh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely helps everything. That's the thing that whenever I had an opportunity to restart my life a couple of times, and each time I want to do a spiritual stuff, and they're like, "Is that what your dream is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think it is, teaching in front of people and books and everything. Isn't that what spiritual people do?" And they kind of took me ahead into the future and showed me it all. Like, here you are doing it all. Are you happy? And I'm like, well, no, I'm looking for the next thing and the next thing. And creator was like, if you're not happy then, when will you be happy? And I'm like, and it really made me realize, if I'm not happy now where I'm in my life, I won't be happy then. And like you were talking about getting closer to the creator, I suddenly realized, yeah, my true dream is to be here now with the creator. Because what more do I need? What more, And it just really transformed things. So that's what popped into my head here when you talked about getting closer to the creator. They just reminded me of that. Well, so I like it. I like it. All right. Thank you for your additional donation. Question coming. You're so funny. Excuse me. All right. And while you're typing your question there, just for the sake of time here, let me see. Let me just remember where I left off here. That would be a good start. Okay, I see where I'm at. Must pee. All right. So you're thinking of going on an extended fast. Does it need to be only water or can you do watermelon juice? Ooh, yum. Of course, I'm not a licensed physician or nutritionist, so I always have to say that tarot is designed for entertainment purposes only. You always have to make decisions on your own. Yeah, exactly. I just have to say it, someday we'll be in a world full of magic where it's approved by the FDA. I like this here because they're basically saying it's your choice. This is the power of choice, right? Um, but I like this. They're like it's the 10 of wands is like a burden, and it's like ending of old and beginning of new. Um, and so I like this. I think that this is saying it's up to you. And look at here's even a medical symbol. Dun dun dun. But they're like, something feels like a burden, yeah, lay it down and allow it to be what it is here. Um, and This card over here jumped out at me too here, which says, "You're trying too hard. Give it time." And I like it. And look at this beautiful picture on this other side. I feel like that's important to you for some reason, but that's your picture there. But yeah, just give it time. Give it time. You're trying too hard. I like it. Put the burden down. But, but if you are going forward with it, I feel like they're saying, "Yeah, make it interesting. Make it not so bland." Because 'cause they're like, "It's a burden. Let's let it be something more." So I like that. So I would definitely, um introduce some watermelon juice, because that sounds great. All right. So that is what they have for you. Always victory. Again, thank you for your multiple donations. I appreciate that. All right. So Ms. P, what new is coming your way? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Wow, you got some mysteriousness coming here. But there's this message that's in here. Um, Mother Luna, um, so this is basically spirit saying, "Take care of you." The 6 of Pentacles, equal giving and receiving, and I feel like it's time to give to yourself. I feel like you're over giving, and spirit is saying it's time for you to nurture yourself. The mother moon is like it's almost like even stepping away. It's like self care, giving yourself. A spa day or whatever it is that brings you joy and that all the love you give to people, it's like they're saying it's time for you to give this love to you right now. This is the energy I have coming in. It's just like they're like, it's time. It's time to focus on you, not so much everyone else, and do that. It's time for you. It's time for you, is what they keep saying. So that's the message for you there. So that's what's coming in for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Karen Lowry. Hello, hello. You can't get a reading, absolutely. And I don't see you asking a question, at least on the one page I'm on. So we'll pull cards. Spirit knows what you're wanting to know. So let's take a look here and see. Yeah, I like this. You are beginning to see things from a different perspective with this page of swords. You're seeing things from this higher perspective, cutting away some old beliefs, and you're really stepping into your power here. I feel like you're like, yeah, I was getting tired of feeling like I was hitting my head against a wall and not being able to get through it. Because with this change of mindset, with this cutting away of some fears and thoughts and beliefs, you're stepping into your power where this used to block your connection. to get, to be able to get through it. And now you're holding on to it, which shows that you're stepping into your power. The Knight of Wands does show that you've been on a period of time of really reflecting, in this, excuse me, alone time really helped you grasp it. And you're just like, okay, this is good. Now I'm putting it to practice. And I feel like that's what they're wanting you to know is that whatever is coming up is to help you put into practice, stepping in your power with your new beliefs around yourself and around the world. Whatever you've been like focusing on and working on, you're it's like being in science class, reading it in a book, and now you're in the lab and you're putting it to work. And I like it. So it's kind of like a kudos in a way from spirit saying, you've learned well, you've done it, and now we're gonna allow you to show that you have. You're gonna prove it, and by applying it in your life, and opportunities are coming up for you to be able to do that. So I like that for you, Karen. So that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. All righty. Let's see where we at here. All right. And whoops. There we are. So 34, Kushi Singh, hello. You want the current feelings of Shubham towards you. And I probably mispronounced all that, and I do apologize profusely. All right. Hmm. So their current feelings for you here, it goes from this like equal passion kind of feel here with like three wands on either side of the six of wands. It's like there's this equal attraction between the two of you, but I feel like they're on this inner search. The Hierophant here is like them diving deep into trying to find themselves, trying to find out what it is they truly want in life. Who do they want to be? What do they want to do? Who do they want to be with? What do they want their world to look like? And I feel like they're at this multiple crossroads and they're kind of just standing there going, I don't know what I want to do. And so they're doing a lot of reflecting because they've got so many choices of their, world, um, that's there that they're just kind of like, I don't know what I want. I'm, just kind of perplexed in a way. And I feel like they are being drawn, from their heart and their mind. And they're just trying to do a lot of thinking, which you said they're born on February 23rd. So Aquarius cusp. I mean, they're Pisces, but they're on the Aquarius cusp. So totally emotion and mind, emotion and mind, emotion and mind, and they just can't make up their mind. And so I feel like they have, um, that passion, that attraction, but the rest of it's kind of just all flying around in their head, and they haven't made really decisions with everything that's been going on there. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not sure when that little mind emotional storm's gonna clear up. But it eventually has to, but it's a matter of are you willing to wait? All right, so that's what's coming through there for you, Kushi Singh. Many blessings to you. All right. Okay, we answered those. We answered those. Um, okay, we've done those. All right. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm just making sure I'm not skipping over anyone. Shirley, you're so funny. Okay, we answered those. We answered those. All right, Sudeshni Nadu, I believe we are to you. Let me just make sure here. All right. So, Sudeshni, hello, hello. I am well. I hope you are well as well. So, you want to find out about the next love relationship. Will you find companionship this year or next? You're happily single. Yeah, I hear you there. 10 years and 10 plus years and going. I'm like, I don't know. It's like my mom, she's been single for a very long time. She goes, "I don't know if I want anyone because I'm happy. I don't wanna have to answer to anyone, and I like things my way." I'm like, "I hear you." Wow. Well, you definitely hear you've got this solidity here. You've got 2 fours, which are a lot of stability in mind and in the outside world. So, I definitely feel here, your next relationship is feels very solid. I mean, peace of mind around the individual, and they have this strong foundation in the outside world, and you have this inner stability too, which I really like, because there's this great way of looking at this. Companionship, it might not even need to be, I mean, if you're wanting love, right, and romance, I imagine. But sometimes it's like they're bringing to me that, there's this reading about that I pick a card reading that was messages from your soulmate, soul partner, or twin flame. And soul partners can even end up not being romantic. It can be like a best friend, a sibling, or whoever, that you just have this wonderful bond of best friends. And it could be best friends sleeping over if it's like a friendship that's really close. But I feel like it's very stable. I feel like I didn't see like a big love, love, love that came in here. Yeah, you got the high priestess and the high priestess temple. So I feel like you are more choosing a spiritual path. Um, and if anyone came in, it would almost be in comparison to the love that you found within yourself. It might even be a bit boring. You're just like, I can take it or leave it. It's above and beyond extra anyway. So that's what we have coming in for you. Um, not huge love, love, love vibes. It's more balance. It's balance. Oh yeah. And I just feel like it's that kind of energy. It's funny. Um, uh, Funny for me. I don't know if it's funny for you, but okay, it is funny for you. So, you get it. So right now they're like, just focus on your inner and upward, and trust your intuition. And you're just like, yeah, I'm happily single. Every once in a while, it's always good to ask, right? It's like when you go on every once in a while, it's always refreshing to go on a dating app, and then you're just like, "That's why I don't go on here." It's like if you don't drink, and, you drink, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I don't like the way this feels. Now I remember why I don't drink." Anyway, yeah, very good. I'm so glad for you. It's a wonderful place to be. There's no pressure. It's like, "Eh." Alright. So that is what they have for you, and many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now anyway. They're always just it's just hilarious now when you go on those apps, right? Alright. So Patricia Scowen, hello. Cards for moving to a new property. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, okay. So you got an interesting combo here, which I do like this for you, because the 5 of Pentacles is this change of feeling of lack, this feeling of abandonment, being left out in the cold or left behind. And it's this great change of how look at things, and where we might look to the outside world of like, it's humans that bring me what I need. This is the transformation to realize, no, it's spirit. It's the stained glass window represents spirit, and the spirit world, they're the ones that bring us what we need in each moment, not humans. Because when we depend on humans, we have every right to feel scared, that they are, gonna pull the rug from underneath us, and as soon as they go into fight or flight mode, they pull back to survival, right? But when we realize it's spirit and creator who will never pull back from us, they have everything they need. They will never go into fear. their love for us is eternal and unconditional, we start building this trusting relationship that they're going to bring us what we need in each moment. So that's why I like this card for moving to a new property, is that trust that they will provide, where you're going to be moving to next. But it's a co-creative partnership because you have the Queen of Wands who also has water. Queens are, they rule over their suit, plus all the queens are given a second portion, which is water, which is the key, which is connection to spirit and your energy, where you invest your energy. So they're really talking about trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your connection to spirit when things are coming up. So if you feel a gut instinct of, this seems too good to be true, and I just don't like this. I just feel like it looks good on paper, but it feels like your spidey sense is going off. Trust that, because that means that it's built over an Indian burial ground and you're about to have something happen. No, but it's like, trust that you're like, this isn't for me, and trust your energy. And where you invest your energy is what grows and expands. And so, as you build that trust and go, okay, I'm so grateful that you have my back, and you're going to, have this unfold for me. And the more you focus on gratitude, the more they bring in things for you. When we focus on our fears, we feed it and it grows. And so that Queen of Wands is about owning your wand, and where you focus your energy and your magic is what grows and expands. So that is what they have coming in for you, Patricia. So I like it. It feels very positive. Even though I know it didn't seem like with that 5 of Pentacles, but it is like, trust me, this is an opportunity for you to go, I trust you. I don't trust humans because the human characters are unstable, but you are the most stable, trustworthy person that deserves, or being that deserves my trust, and you can have that. So that's what's coming in. Many, many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Empress Luna. Hi. All right. And I believe you'll be my last reading for this evening. So, how is this Cancer A feeling about you? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Well, you got some nines going on here. So you got a little bit of a hermity type of situation going on. So I feel like they are really withdrawn. They're in their own little world. Even the physical world, they're kind of withdrawn. In the energetic world, it just feels like there's this block, and it's almost like they're on a timeout, where not that they're being punished, but it's like spirit has really withdrawn them and wanted them to spend time with them, to really reflect on themselves. So they've got a lot of inner stuff that's going on here. And so when you're wondering how they're feeling about you right now, they're not feeling anything about hardly anyone else except them, because this is a it's like they're in a room of mirrors, and all they see is themselves right now. And so they're super focused on what's going on within them, what's going on in their world and mind and heart and blah blah blah. So there feels like they're very withdrawn and just focused inward, for their path right now. So feelings are on hold. So that's like, it's almost like they're in a soundproof box, and we're like we're Superman, and our X-ray vision can't get through the lead. And I'm like, I know they're in there, but we can't see what they are. So I know that's not really what I wanted to find out for you either, but that's what's going on, Empress Luna. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. You're welcome, Patricia. All right, everybody. I'm going to close this session, but before I go, I just want to make sure everyone knows I do have a big drawing tomorrow. So if you have not checked out this video, which talks about what you can do to get into the drawing, I'm going to be giving away 7 personal recorded readings tomorrow, at least. And this video talks about every way that you can get into the drawing. Also, if you are looking at more information around the month of June for you, here's a playlist for videos for each individual zodiac sign. And it's really cool because they went into a lot of detail, um, even more than normal. These videos were like 40 minutes on average. And there's even a little chart at the beginning that talks about the planets and what each of the planets rule over, so that if you're looking for a specific area of your life and you know what uh, planet the sign is in, you can go watch that video and it's going to give you that aspect of your life for June as well. And if you don't know your birth chart, if you go to astro.com or whatever website you prefer, I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I've used them in the past and they're really cool. So if you're interested. And then, of course, each week I put out at least one personal, I'm sorry, pick a card reading. And this one is like, where am I making a mistake? Spirit goes into talking about, can we make a mistake? And then there's a pick a card too. I have a ton of pick a cards on my main page. So if you are looking for even more messages of love or information from Spirit, be sure to check them out. They're all free. And I have a ton of series that are free as well. So if any of them float your boat, there you go. All right. So that is it for this evening. And again, thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. And I am here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So I won't be live again until Wednesday. Um, but please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you. You guys hang in there and take care. We'll see you.